All right, welcome back to Helos and Homies. I'm here with TikTok star John Bernard. How are you, brother?
Good, mate. Good, mate. Thank you for having me. Appreciate you taking the time.
Yeah, no worries. It's a pleasure of mine. So this came about through, I can't remember what video it was. I think it was me saying Gutho is overrated or Parramatta's the Tottenham of the NRL.
Yeah.
And you followed from that video?
I did. I see you come up on TikTok all the time. I love the takes. So it's nice seeing other rugby league creators and I watch all your stuff. So it's nice to be on.
Yeah, beautiful.
Yeah.
Now,
well, on that Para take though, I think I took them early on, like because I do a podcast, the B team.
Yeah.
Saying that Para to go into the grand final. Now, there was some other people saying Para out the back door. You know, you probably didn't think Para would go too far either.
Nah.
I reckon, honestly, they can make the grand final for me. They're on the easier side of the draw.
I reckon Raiders got nothing to lose. They'll smack them. I already put a bet on today.
What'd you take?
I took Hudson Young, Papali'i, and Raiders 13 plus.
Papali'i any time at like $5 is nice. I think I did the same
10.
thing. Any time?
Josh. Yeah.
Really?
No, not Ice. Josh.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm Josh, the forward.
Yeah, yeah.
I got him $5.50 on tab.
It was $10 on Sportsbet.
Oh, shit.
On sport.
Bet responsibly, kids.
I only put a $5 on it. It comes back at like 200 when I added it up.
Yeah,
but
bad.
yeah, I think Raiders will. I reckon Raiders run over them 8 from 8. By the time people are watching this, they'll know whether I'm wrong or John's right.
Yeah, but Ricky Stewart has one of the best finals records behind like Craig Bellamy. So
Yeah, I wonder how many games. I saw that stat, but I wonder how many games Bellyaches had compared to Ricky.
it's probably exactly right. That
Yeah.
tell the true tale
Because what?
he's been in the finals 10 straight years or whatever.
Yeah, Jason Demetrio would have what 100% record. Yeah, because
they've re-signed him on that record.
Yeah,
They have. He just got re-signed for like 23, 24. Good on him.
Speaking of rugby league, I looked up John Bernard to do my studying for this podcast,
Appreciate it.
and it come up with some highlights. You playing the Dogs? Were you?
I played against them. I put a nice little highlights tape together as a young kid does when you're trying to crack it. But I played my junior footy in the Canterbury comp. So I was played for the Bankstown Bulls, and then from there I had a little stint in the Manly under-20s. Didn't play many games. Played about 8 games, and then was kind of in and out of 20s. Tried my hand at the Tigers under-20s. Didn't really crack it there. I was playing a bit of Ron Massey Cup, Sydney Shield. So the life of a failed rugby league star. And, you tried to navigate into something else. Lucky I found this. Otherwise, I'd be just been offsiding on a truck, sleeping probably.
Who'd you play with? Anyone?
Oh, a lot of current first graders. I grew up playing against, like in the Canterbury comp, Jaden Ockenbar, who's played first grade.
Yeah.
We lined up against Sifa, Remus Smith, who played at Mascot.
Yeah.
And a few other boys that are probably a bit older than me in the year above played at Southeastern, like Liam Coleman, Nat Butcher.
Yeah.
Not that I ever played against him. I was supposed to line up against him one time when he played at the Roosters in the 20s, but I didn't play that game. But yeah, I played with Brad Parker as a first grader. Nico Hines was at Manly at the time. Jesse Ramian was in my team. I had good preseason with them. I don't know if I was their favourite player. It was me and another Lebo that made it out of Bankstown to go play in Manly. His name's Jaden Eljak. He's still playing, and we were the foreigners at Manly. But it was a fun little. I enjoyed doing it. We trekked it up to Narrabeen, and we were playing there for a bit, and it was a fun experience. I wish I had devoted more time into it like I did with the content. Had the same mindset because I with some of the players that are coming up now or getting the opportunities now, a lot of young guys coming up and getting pushed like to have a crack at first grade. I reckon if I devoted more time, I would have given it a more serious crack.
Yeah, fuck yeah. Speaking of Manly, what do you think at the moment?
They're in all sorts, aren't they? Sacking their coach and the players are supposedly not getting on. I think Cherry Evans came out on Sunday Footy and said like it's all bullshit. Like this comes out every time that we're had a bad season. I think they lost 8 in a row or something like that back end of the season.
Well, after the big dramas.
Yeah, so I don't know. I think they got some good players. Like Hamoli's a freak.
Yeah.
Losing 4 will be big. We'll see how Schuster goes. But I think you'd be stupid to sack Des.
Oh fuck! Who would they get?
I don't know. And you think Turbo hopefully has a healthy season next year. If they get him back, they'd be firing. So I don't know. I wouldn't count him out. Stupid. Like unfortunate they didn't make the 8.
Yeah. Yeah, it's fucking. They were like I thought they were all money.
Support?
Penrith.
You're
I've got a
Penrith
Penrith
boy.
shirt underneath.
Okay,
this.
there you go.
Yeah, I'm from the mountains.
Yeah, well, you Penrith, what are they, $1.50 to win the comp?
Yeah, we're something stupid.
Yeah.
I didn't bet on it.
They should win the comp.
Should.
I can't see, like
Finals
even just
game's
from the
different,
finals games, though, I can't see anyone beating them. Like, honestly, if the Roosters were 100% healthy, maybe them.
Yeah.
Because they could match them physically and they were playing good footy. But other than that, it's Para on a good day, on their best day.
Yeah, yeah. And that's because of the rivalry.
Yeah.
I think Para on their best day go down to other teams. But it's because of that West is best.
Well, it was a close game for a little bit there. Moses came off. They were up 8-6. And then last year's finals, it could have gone either way.
Yeah.
And Para weren't even full strength last year's finals. Like,
Yeah.
like you said, finals games, you never know.
What do you think of the, speaking of Roosters, the game on Sunday?
I didn't enjoy it. I like it was too much. Like, it was awesome that it was physical.
Yeah.
But the way, 7 sim bins, 2-hour game. I was lucky enough to speak to Jake Friend, who was there at the game on the sideline when people
What a footballer, man.
coming off for concussions.
Yeah.
Because he's been in and around that Lebanon squad, and I was like, mate, how'd the boys feel after the game? And he was just like, yeah, they were a bit down and out, but he goes, the ref just let it get out of control. Like a game to go 2 hours plus, so stop start. Like what happened to the old high tackle? Just call a high tackle. Why does everyone have to go to the bin? Like to the point where there was 2 people off in the bin at one stage, and then the weirdness of players scoring when the other team had players off, or very strange.
Yeah, it was. I thought I couldn't believe Burgess didn't go off for what he did to Teddy, and then Totola. I reckon Radley shouldn't have gone off at all, even though he went off twice.
Yeah,
Totola with the biff with Radley
there's nothing in that.
Nothing in that, and then there was some that were like calls, but I liked it. But it set up a good narrative, I reckon.
I like how physical it got.
Yeah,
but in saying that, the Burgess one on Matt Lodge, I thought was sweet. He's hit him off on the ball and he's kind of slid up.
Yeah.
A lot of those ones are like close calls, and it's like in a final, and like you see it with Origin games, it's just like put the whistle away and just let him play. Like
that was like Willie Mason literally said yesterday. He's like, a rivalry like that, you got to ref it like Origin.
Yeah.
Like you can't. You just got
But
to
even
let it
it's
go.
a finals game too.
Yeah.
It's like you don't want to have that much impact on a finals because it shows how much a referee can have an impact on a game.
Yeah, yeah.
And it's just like whether it's 6 again calls or penalties, and sin bins is massive now. If you're going to put that many people in the bin, then maybe we'll look at how if sin bins go back to like 5 minutes or something.
Yeah, yeah.
Because that's 7's excessive.
Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, he lost control. But the other games I thought were cracker. I was at the Penrith Para game. I loved it. It was a good game. As soon as Moses got sent off, they
capitulated. Yeah, Welker Blake had a bit of a shocker too.
Dylan Brown had I like Dill Bags. I don't like many Para players, but Dill Bags like one of my favourites just to watch. And I think he had 3 runs of the ball,
which isn't his usual.
Nah, and Sean Lane only had like 10 runs, so their like left edge was shocking.
Yeah, Moses is healthy this week, so I reckon they should be firing.
So you reckon there'll be a difference against Canberra?
Yeah, I think they're gonna surpass Canberra. Like if they just play their best footy, Moses healthy, Dillbags running.
Yeah,
you know what I mean, and just playing off the back of his forwards, I reckon they should get the win. But yeah, I agree with you. I love Dylan Brown and the way he plays because he's like I hated that they experimented in the centres for so long during the season. It was so stupid.
That was shocking.
Because he's a 5'8". Yeah. He's a good ball player, and when he wants, he can, jump off a left foot and go. But yeah, I think he's got to be their 6, and this is Para's last chance because the players leaving. I know Papali'i is probably backflipping. Yeah. But the players that are leaving, like Marnie going.
Who'd they replace Marnie with?
I don't know if they've signed anyone. No,
they brought in Hodgson this year, but then didn't he get injured or some shit?
Yeah, or have they signed him for next season? Yeah, from Canberra.
Yeah.
But he's on one knee, so I think it's now or never for Para.
Yeah, and for people with rugby league expertise, you may know this man's eligible for Lebanon, so we're trying to get John to Lebanon at the World Cup.
It'd be pretty cool. I mean, I've been training with the boys. Like even just doing a bit of content with them or just getting down there for a session because like I said, I used to play and it's been fun like getting back into it. Like we've been going like really intense wrestle sessions, defense.
That's mad.
And running in a bit of attack. Now I don't know if I'll trial, but it'll be fun to do it. I think they got a game against Italy before they travel to England.
Yeah.
So even just a trial in that and put a jersey on would be pretty fun. So yeah, I'd be keen to do that.
Who would,
representing the old Cedars.
who would be in the Lebanon team? Like Mitchy Moses?
Yeah, I think they've got Karaz. He'd play anywhere in the back line. Mitch Moses, Josh Mansour, Adam Dewey in the halves.
Ooh.
I reckon pretty decent back line. Abbas Miski is a guy who's played at Manly, but he's over in England at the moment. The Robinson brothers.
Yeah.
A couple front rowers are eligible. I don't know if they'll play, but Alex Twal. They got Romanos, who's over at Manly, as well. So there's a few players, and then some lower grade boys in the New South Wales Cup.
Yeah.
And junior, not juniors, but like Ron Massey Cup level as well.
Yeah.
New South Wales Cup players. You've got Kane Kalachi who's at the Bulldogs. Elio Zakem's at Para. So there's a few Lebos that go under the radar that can. I don't know how they'll go against New Zealand. They'll have to aim up, going up against Nelson and a big pack. But like against teams like Ireland and Jamaica, who's in their pool, I think they'll go decently. Yeah.
Yeah. You reckon you could put a hit on Big Nelson if you got there?
Oh man, I'd take the opportunity.
Yeah.
Imagine you go up against the Bromwich brothers or Nelson. Yeah.
Or Cheese.
You take the opportunity to try and take someone's head off. It'd be pretty funny.
Yeah, if you played New Zealand, what would the backline be? It'd be Joey Manu, Dill Brown at 6, Jerome Hughes 7, and Cheese 9. That's the spine. And
it's a good spot. New Zealand have a top team.
Yeah.
Like, everyone... I know the Johns brothers are like, they want to coach Samoa. New Zealand, I think Maguire's the coach.
I don't know.
I think they've got a top team to win it. But, I mean, Australia, if you combine in New South Wales and Queensland teams, should be unlosable.
Yeah. But I think Tino and like Jerome and Bizza went, and then I think Tino's going as well
for Samoa or Tonga.
Yeah, I'm not sure which one it is, but yeah, because Josh Papali'i's comments when he declared for Samoa, he was like, "There's someone bigger than me coming across," and then the only person left out of Origin was Tino.
Okay, yeah,
so that'd be huge. But back to where we started, TikTok.
Yeah.
What? So. Correct me if I'm wrong. The numbers was the rise to fame.
Yeah, I mean, I was probably at around like 70, 80K followers before I did the numbers.
Yeah, well,
and I was just doing like sketches, interviews, street public interviews, stuff like that. Similar stuff that I do now still, but doing the numbers was a thing that kind of gave me a lot of exposure on TikTok. I went up to 300,000 followers. Instagram went up really, really well as well. But like just exposure, being all on national TV, morning shows and stuff like that. Yeah, so that was big.
Did Gladys get a hold of you? Like, did she know what was happening at the time?
No, Gladys didn't get a hold of me herself. I've never spoken to Gladys personally. I'm sure we get on like a house on fire, being wogs. But I mean, at the time, New South Wales Health, because it was so heightened and everyone was like, what's going on. They kind of reached out and said it's the best interest if you stop putting out the number, but we obviously didn't listen to that. And then everything happened with going to the protest, that first lockdown protest in Sydney.
In the name of content?
In the name of content, exactly right. So you've done your research. Yeah, I was there again doing like interviews and stuff. Yeah. Obviously got kind of like thrusted up and said, did my little like comedic bit of, I'm the People's Premier and predicting there's 50,000 people here.
When you were coming out of court, I'm the People's Premier,
and that wasn't
comment.
That long ago. I can't, like, think about it, that was last year in July, and I had to go to court for it, like, 3 months ago. Yeah, they got me coming out of court, the old journos with the media, like, outside the Downing Centre, and I still got to go on the 10th of October to await my fate of guilty or not guilty. So I don't know. I tell you, I'm looking forward to it. Not that I'm nervous. I think I'm getting the W, but I guess we'll see.
I guess we will see. Yeah. That'd be the funniest content. Can you? You can't film in there, eh?
No, they don't let you film in there. But I mean,
they can film and release it, can't they?
They can film outside, so they can film outside. Nothing's recorded in there. But I didn't think it was going to be as intense as it was in there, because I was thinking like, all right, it was COVID. It was a COVID fine. Yeah. It was like being outside of your LGA, being gathered with more than 2 people. Yeah. Right? And then you're sitting in there, and it's like the lawyer, and first time I've been in trouble with the law or anything like that. Yeah. The lawyer's speaking for you, and there's a judge. You got to bow every time you go in and and there's recess, and you walk out, everyone's snapping photos. So it was a new experience. Now going into the decision, I know what to expect. Yeah. And there'll probably be some content off the back of it.
Oh, beautiful. Yeah. I can't wait. So what was it like rising like that quickly?
It was pretty crazy. Like, having that much attention on you, all these people reaching out, you know, radio, TV reaching out, trying to get you on and stuff like that. But it's like as quick as you can rise, you can go down. It become irrelevant really quickly. And then, you know, when we put out a number that wasn't right, it was like, you know, I think Fitzy and Whipper put out something that, you know, had my 15 minutes. And stuff like that, especially after going to the protests that kind of want to write me off really quickly. But
fuck, Rich coming from Fitzy and Whipper.
Yeah, no, I mean, like, it kind of comes with it because it was funny when he spoke to me to get me on. He was like my best mate, like, mate, how you doing it? And then, you know, sometimes I'd call you unsolicited and chuck you up on radio really quickly. But yeah, I mean, it was fun, and that was like a really fun time with my brothers, like waiting for the number each morning and seeing what would happen and seeing the backlash from it and all the people online. And then, copping the backlash from everything else being, you know, labelled kind of controversial and stuff, or getting all these Daily Mail articles. It's like, it was new to me, but now I'm kind of used to it. Where they're like, I just got to be more cautious of not doing stupid shit in public now. You can't do what I used to do, like being out with mates or like doing something over the top. But no, it's still fun.
How do you go with the election ones? They were fucking hilarious.
Yeah, that was fun. That was fun to do. That started off as an idea. So I met with you know, Neil Kolhatka, the comedian, and I kind of I did a thing where I try and do like a Sunday conversations, like a Caleb Presley or a Between Two Ferns. Like how Zach Galifianakis sits down with someone and he does like a confronting interview. Like I'll do that. I've done it with Olin Tekers, like, and I wanted to be the one in Australia to kind of do that. And I had that idea about handing out pamphlets at an election. I wanted to do it as a sketch. Of like, let's just do it like, we're just doing different parties and just saying shit that the parties would say or whatever. But then I was just bounced off my brother and we're like, how about we just actually go to one of the polling areas? Because still you could vote early, and we'll just film each other and see if we can just get on. We did it once and it was hilarious, and we were getting reactions from people there, and we're like, let's go do it again. We'll do it for the Greens. Let's go do it for One Nation. Let's go. And that was like another funny week of content, and it did really well. Like it was, you know, did like almost a mil or a couple. The one where a Labor chick was blowing up at us real hard. That did really well on TikTok, and no, it's funny because you don't know what's gonna hit or miss, and that's why I bounce a lot of my stuff off my brothers or good mates. I got a mate like Jaden, who I mentioned before. Like I'll bounce a lot of stuff off of him. He'll give me some ideas too, but whether I like should post or shouldn't post. And my brother's just like, man, just post. Because it's like, you know, it's volume at the end of the day, and it's like you don't know which one's going to pop off or not. Like when we put out the numbers to do the COVID numbers, we didn't know it was going to take off like that, especially that first one. And even like the election stuff that did really well, we didn't know that's going to blow up. And I kind of like got a formula of I know which ones will do well, which ones won't. Like most recently the like those fake interviews I do with you know, I did one when Will Smith was popping off, or like I did one with
Kim K and shit.
Kim K, Meghan Markle, like those tend to do really well. Like that Meghan one did 1.5 million.
People take them literally.
Because there's so many people in the comments that don't know if it's real or fake. It's so obviously fake. But they're like, it's how much we've regressed as a society. People will believe it and go, why would you even ask that question, you scumbag? Like, it's like, mate, please.
I saw on the Meghan Markle one, they were criticising her for speaking so quick after the Queen's death. and
I play out as I'm like, exclusive Meghan Markle interview. Like, but yeah, I mean, it's fun. And like, it's for me, it's just like consistency. I enjoy doing it. I have fun doing it. And you don't know which video is going to blow up.
What's your biggest video?
I'd say it's the election one, because before that it was, because we kind of kept tabs on it, me and my brother Nick. It originally was one of the COVID number videos. Got 3.6 million. It was like day 4, and it was like Gladys mentioning me at the press conference. They asked her about me, and that was hilarious. And then so that did, I think, around 3.6. They still kind of go up, but then we did the election one of that Karen blowing up at the polling booth. And that did 3.9 million. And then Joe Biden fell over on a bike.
Oh, that's fucking hilarious.
Joe Biden went for a 6 on a bike. You did
that so well.
And I pretended I was like one of the people there just saying, oh, we love you, Joe. And then he falls over. That did like 7 million. because it's a US audience,
Yeah.
big US audience, and that I think it's started to develop a Mexican audience. It's gone around to a couple of different countries that have seen. I think it just went to another surge in some European country.
Yeah.
But that's probably one of the largest. But yeah, usually like those Megan or like Kim K interviews, they'll do like 1 to 2 million. ScoMo one leading into the election did really well. But yeah, I think that Joe Biden falling on his bike.
Yeah.
I think he just froze there or he got stuck. But yeah, he's struggling, that poor bastard.
Yeah,
isn't he?
he's old, man. He's on his last legs. He's on his fucking last legs.
If the Queen's going at 96 and you look at the state of Joe, you wouldn't give him much longer left, would you?
Nah, you wouldn't give him the rest of his tenure.
No.
Respectfully.
Yeah.
Yeah, I look at him and I'm like, holy shit. That bike video that you posted, I thought it was real at first. Like, I didn't see your name and I was fucking pissing myself.
Yeah.
Oh, it was unreal. What about Insta Reels? Because they go through Facebook. That's what, like...
Yeah, I mean, I got a thing with my Facebook. It hasn't connected.
Yeah,
I don't know,
right.
and a few people have had the same thing, but my Insta Reels have been decent too. Like,
Yeah.
I just post simultaneously on both.
Yeah.
I aim for the daily post. I try and get one post out a day. Insta's a bit more quality over quantity, like
For
how
sure.
it is volume on TikTok. But the Reels lately have been doing well. I feel like the travel stuff that I do does well on
Greece
Instagram.
one was funny.
Yeah,
Greece
my
one was
brother
funny.
went over to Greece. And we did some stuff there. The comparison stuff does well on Instagram.
Yeah.
And yeah, like we went to the US at the start of the year.
Yeah.
That content did fairly well on Instagram. But it's been, I think I started the year off at about, like I said, 50 something K on Instagram. We're at about 75 now. Like it's a slow build Insta.
Yeah.
Whereas TikTok, you can have a video just pop off,
Bang.
and you're following my guy up a couple thousand. Whereas
Yeah.
Instagram, it's like it takes time to build, I think.
Yeah, I put out a video like 2 weeks ago of like just talking about Frank Ocean with like one of his albums, and that got 500K plus.
Yeah, wow.
Yeah, and then just like I think it was like 500 to 1,000 followers overnight.
Yeah, that's that's
crazy,
how
eh?
Reels works. You don't know which one's going to blow up.
Yeah.
And I mean, like over time, my average has gone up. Like I won't, I was usually happy with a 20K, 30K viewed reel, but now like, one that pops off does. I did one where it was a repost of an old video I did about women at an airport. Like Sydney chicks at an airport, and me just doing what they would do. The look back and the boomerangs and all that shit.
Instagram stories.
And I reposted that. The first time I posted on Instagram, it did like a couple 100,000.
Yeah.
And the repost of it did 4 million as a reel. So it's like, as you grow, you can repost some stuff. It's going out to a new audience, and then some people repost it. People are coming across it for the first time. So yeah, it's funny because I did a podcast recently with Isaac Butterfield.
Yeah.
He's a legend of a bloke, and he was like, he said he was telling a few people that he had me on, and he was like, oh, the COVID numbers guy, and they're like, no, you're talking about, and then he would show him, he's like, oh no, I know him for his other stuff. So it's like that was last year. This year, just kind of being consistent and trying to just put shit out, and like I said, you don't know what's going to pop off.
Yeah, it's hard to pick, eh?
Yeah, I mean, podcasting, it's like subject-wise, like you're a big league fan. You also cover music, entertainment, Aussie rap as well, and Aussie music. Like, you don't know which format works for you or which one's going to pop off. Like, I kind of have the same thing. Like, I have a B Team post that does well. I have a podcast clip with my brother that does well, or but you just don't know which format works, which doesn't.
Yeah. I was looking through your stuff, and obviously brother's become a part of it. I was looking through your Instagram posts, and there was a wrestler. Are you related to him?
A wrestler?
Yeah, you're at the marquee maybe with all your brothers? Some guy in the WWE?
No, I mean, we
took a photo with him, and I was like, oh, fuck, are they related?
No, we're big wrestling fans.
Right.
Huge wrestling fans. Like, grew up on WWE.
Yeah.
Attitude Era. And even still now.
Who's your favourite?
Of all time?
Back when you were growing up?
I'd say Stone Cold, HBK, Triple H, that kind of era.
Heartbreak Kid, man. Shawn Michaels.
I like The Rock. I feel like The Rock's kind of sold out a little bit, but because he's come
he's a fucking idiot.
He's like a corporate machine.
Yeah.
Just like, buy my energy drink and watch this movie.
I loved Randy Orton.
Randy was a gun.
And Booker T.
Legend killer Randy.
Yeah.
Yeah, Booker T's good.
And Carlito.
Yeah.
I have a Carlito figure at home.
I've met Carlito in
That's
person.
mad.
Yeah, he was at
That's
Concord
mad.
RSL on an Australian tour. I asked him to spit in my face with the apple, but apparently he gets asked to do that all the time. But yeah, we're huge wrestling fans. So we were yeah, he does the apple.
Yeah, I know.
So he apparently gets that
Imagine you're
heaps.
at Concord RSL.
Yeah.
You spit in my face.
But I'd love to get into wrestling. But when I went up, we was over in Florida. I've been to the Royal Rumble. We're gonna watch the Royal Rumble. I'd love to tick off a Mania, but we were lucky enough to go to Orlando, and one of the Aussie guys that's wrestling there, because Daniel Vito is one of them. So I was kind of chatting with him and Grayson Waller, he was on Survivor here, but he's a wrestler.
Yeah, mad.
Over there now. He was fighting against AJ Styles in NXT, and he got us tickets to go to see NXT, and he's been killing it. He's been on the main roster. He's had a couple of feuds and stuff like that. But we're just big wrestling fans. So maybe I don't think we're related to any wrestlers, but we're big fans.
I saw you took a photo one. I was like, it looked like you were like just all boys.
Yeah, maybe.
And it was on your Instagram, and I was like, "Fuck me, it'd be unreal." Yeah. Oh, actually, I got to mention Eddie Guerrero. Rest in peace.
Oh, light cheat still. I live by him.
Yeah.
R.I.P. E.G. He was a goat. Even like Mysterio's still kicking around.
He's 40s.
Yeah.
Fought with his son the other day. Eh?
Dominic. I think turned on him the other day.
Oh shit.
The old turn on your brother.
When did you realize it was staged? How old were you?
Shit, I think
my brother ruined it for me. He's 5 years older.
I didn't know.
Like
I was playing all the games. I reckon. Yeah, I'd say like year 9, 10. I reckon. But then I was getting into the behind the scenes of it.
Yeah.
Which makes me like it even more. Remember JBL, the Bradshaw?
Nah.
Right, he was like John Bradshaw Layfield, like his name was. He originally was Bradshaw's in a tag team, but then he branched out onto his own. And I remember growing up, hated him.
Yeah.
Hated him, like this is when I thought it was real.
Yeah.
He's a scumbag. Then you look at his stuff now.
Yeah.
Now that you know it's all like it's fake, but it's entertainment. And you're like, this guy's hilarious, and he's the greatest heel of all time. Like he was like playing like a George Bush type character. And he hated Guerrero, hated Mexicans. He was like real pro-America. It was funny. It was funny to watch.
Actually, Rob Van Dam was another one. That's coming back to me.
5-star frog splash.
Yeah.
Acrobat. Yeah, Rob Van Dam was good. I think I've seen him live as well. He did like a show here in Australia.
What was your reaction when you found out about the Chris Benoit stuff? Do you remember what you felt like back then? I was shocked. Oh fuck! I was shocked, man.
Yeah, I think that's crazy because they still avoid talking about it. They don't bring it up on any WWE programming.
I watched Aaron Hernandez doco on Netflix the other day where they CTE
thing. Yeah.
And Chris Benoit came up a fair bit.
They really came after Aaron Hernandez on that. Like, I felt like they played the gay thing really, really big. Like, it was very like relatively unproven, but they were pushing that story in the doco. But the CTE thing, like Chris Benoit, everyone writes it off. Like he writes him off because he murdered son and wife. Yeah. But he had to have been crazy. Like, had to be
fucking
have an
nuts.
episode or something like that. You know what I mean? And like he was on massive amounts of steroids as well.
He was fucking jacked.
He was jacked as shit. But like that was a point where I think wrestlers were just eating steroids for breakfast. Like, I think Vince McMahon just like wrestlers absolutely jacked. Batista looking, Brock Lesnar looking. Now you look at wrestlers now, they're like indie wrestlers, they're like scrawny, a bit more like athletically built, but like some not so much.
Yeah.
But yeah, he was Chris Benoit. I mean, like, how would you react to it as a kid? It was like, that's fucking crazy.
Yeah.
Like, kill your wife.
Oh, he was one of my heroes.
Yeah, you love watching him as a wrestler, but I mean, like, it's hard. It's like he's tainted now. Can't go in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
They don't bring up any of his highlights, but he had like crazy matches. Yeah. And he was a freak. Like, he had that big Mania win. Yeah. That's kind of erased from history too.
Yeah. Fuck. What was your favorite WrestleMania moment or Royal Rumble? Either or.
Favorite Mania moment. I remember when Hulk Hogan came back and belted Muhammad Hassan.
Yeah.
He saved him from. Saved Eugene from Muhammad Hassan. That I just remember.
Eugene.
Yeah. I just remember that because I remember watching that with my dad, and like my brothers were just. I think we didn't watch it all day because we were at school, and then we booked it. Yeah. You'd buy it on Main Event. As a pay-per-view, and we watched it. I remember that distinctly, but like big Mania moment, probably from recent memories, like that Seth Rollins cashing in was pretty big from recent memory. Like,
yeah, I stopped watching when I was like 10, 2010. I don't know.
I'm still a fanatic. Like I still read up about it. I would love end goal for me, honestly. Start making content in Florida.
Yeah.
Okay. And eventually end up in the WWE or with Barstool Sports and do something.
Daniel Vito's your code in there.
Yeah. No, I eventually wanted to interview him. I kind of put it to him when I was over there, like, oh, let's do a quick TikTok interview. I probably wasn't as big.
Yeah.
But they're very strict on like who they can do interviews with and stuff like that. They got some stuff with KO and stuff. But eventually, down the line, Vito, he's a legend. He likes some of the content, and he's a good man. Like he's been in Florida for over 5 years now.
Yeah,
grinding away. So hopefully he gets that main roster call up.
Yeah, he was a weapon of a winger. Yeah, I was talking about him the other day. Me and my mates were going over like footy players that weren't necessarily stars on the pitch, but ended up making a like shit ton of money. I think we were talking about like George Rose, obviously. And then Luke McDougall, who had the man shake. And then, Daniel Vito was the other one we were talking about. And there was another guy who played for South Sydney who ended up being almost a billionaire.
Who's that?
Jason Maz or something.
Okay, yeah.
And he only played 2 games for South Sydney. Sold his company for $600 million.
Yeah, Kieran Foran's dad is like the CEO of Walmart or some big
fucking
retail company in America. Yeah, huge.
Oh, shit.
Big corporate guy. Hey?
Isn't Foran a Kiwi?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting how he got over there. That's mad. So speaking of, we're just talking about the rugby league, doing work with like the Bulldogs and stuff. Is that your boyhood club?
Yeah, I've grown up a big Bulldogs fan. Grew up in Belmore, so that was fun to do. And it wasn't directly with the Bulldogs; it was through one of their sponsors. But it was still fun hanging out with the players. You know, coming up with the idea of what to do for the shoot, and then you know the players were awesome to work with, like Flano, Tavita Pangai was a funny bloke. Even Shop's a legend.
Yeah.
But I'd love to do more stuff with the Bulldogs and more stuff with NRL players in general. I think like, the way socials is going.
Yeah.
You know, players jumping on podcasts and
for sure.
You know,
Tyson Gamble.
Yeah, Tyson Gamble, get him in for a sketch. But no, I mean like it just opens up if they get around their content. They're up for stuff. But working with clubs would be awesome. But yeah, Bulldogs were my childhood
air conditioning
club.
Company.
Yeah, ACG. Yeah.
And you were presenting. How'd that go?
Yeah, presented at the game, just kind of threw to the video package on there. Actually, it was harder than I thought because I memorized what I was going to say.
Yeah.
And then you're on there. Not that it was a fucking packed house or anything.
Yeah.
But it was you didn't adjust because there was an echo.
Yeah.
From being on the field, you're not like sitting in the stands where the speakers are.
Yeah.
And now I understand why people have an earpiece.
Yeah.
When they are at a concert or something because you don't want to hear yourself talking. It kind of throws you off a bit. So it did throw me off a little bit, but I threw to the package. I mean, no one would have noticed.
Yeah.
But it was fun. It was different. And hopefully down the line do some more work with the Bulldogs. Like I've got some contacts there now, and that video, those videos did really well, and the boys were really good to work with, and I think they were happy to be a part of it.
Yeah.
And we did some funny stuff like the gym scene. I mean, the Bulldogs cut some stuff out that they didn't want in there. But it was fun.
They're on top of socials. I think they're the best in the league. With what they do on game day, with like local artists and stuff like that.
100%.
And the other content they do.
It's them and Para. I would say Para's pretty good.
Para edit their photos, and their page looks so much better.
It's very aesthetically looking the page, but yeah, Dogs are on top of it. They've got like game day stuff, week leading in, press conference stuff. Or social activations that the players do, and they're very strict. Like I know working with ACG, it was like, oh, we can't post in between these times, or So they're across it. They got a social team, so
yeah, that's mad. Yeah, I remember Jordan Simi was talking about what you just mentioned when he did the Dogs work. He was calling the game or like doing the pre-hype, and he was saying you'd hear yourself and it just trip you out.
Yeah, I didn't expect it, but it was something different. I would, if I were to do it again, I would be aware of it now. Yeah.
Would younger John believe where you are at now?
Yeah, I mean, but I'm not overly massive. Like I
400K is pretty good.
Yeah, but I mean, it's TikTok at the end of the day. Like I feel like I still just doing it because I'm having a crack, having a laugh, and stuff like that. Like,
the way you got to look at 400K, but is like you're not just some like good-looking girl or some like hype house little boy
Yeah.
that does like cringe content. You have like genuine comedic content that builds an audience of 400K.
Yeah, it depends who you talk to. I mean, some Daily Mail articles say self-described comedian. they try and take a shit on me like that, or TikToker. But I mean, like, I don't really care what the label is. Ultimately, I wanted to end up in entertainment as a presenter.
As a kid, you wanted to?
No, more so like I wanted to play footy as a kid.
Yeah.
I wanted to play.
I wanted to play in the Premier League.
So, you know what I mean? Like, and when that didn't eventuate, I was working in marketing, and then was just doing TikToks and stuff on the side. Always wanted to kind of get in. I was acting. I was extras in like TV commercials and stuff. And then when I started doing some comedy stuff, did a little bit of stand up here and there. Still do it from time to time. When I saw the videos were doing well online.
Yeah.
It wasn't even my page, it was through another page, it was like a sketch group.
Yeah. I see them pop up.
And my videos would tend to do pretty well, and I was like, I'll make my own page. And just realised it was just like a consistency thing. Like, you don't really care what other people think anymore, you're just having fun.
Yeah.
And then I really just enjoyed doing it. So I wouldn't have pictured me, you know, being on the field on game day, you know, throwing to a video package I just did with the dogs, or, you know, become decent at editing, or have a few viral clips, or the thing, you know, the COVID numbers thing, or being on the Today Show for a specific reason. But I just kind of roll with it and just having fun. Yeah, because
it was kind of quick. It was kind of quick with the COVID numbers, and then after that, it's just been gradual progression.
Yeah, exactly right. Yeah, on both Instagram, TikTok. I mean, I've wanted to get into YouTube. Like I said, a big guy I look to is Pat McAfee. In the States.
No idea.
I used to be a former punter in the NFL.
Yeah, right.
Has a sports show in the morning. Like I said, like, we love our footy.
Yeah.
Like, we watch our footy. A big punter. Like, I love gambling, whether it's spring racing, NRL. So I kind of got that. And I was like, and I want to get into comedy entertainment. So it's like, if I could be the Pat McAfee of Australia, that'd be what I want to end up doing. And I just working kind of towards it. I mean, like you said, it was a big kind of rise, like in terms of following from the COVID stuff, but it's just ever since it's kind of been consistent, gradual.
Yeah, but that's like very impressive also, that you've gone up and then just taken little steps to stay there.
Yeah, I mean, it fluctuates. Like even I was saying, like with Butterfield, he says like he's been doing it for 9 years.
Fuck, man. Him and Cole Hacker back in the day. Yeah. What was Cole Hacker's? The 50...
His one was, I remember his massive one was...
50 things
not states, it was like areas, or in Western Sydney. Or not Western Sydney, but just like Australia in 2 minutes. Australia in 2 minutes.
That was it, the 2 minutes thing,
And he would do that a couple of times, and they banged. I remember he was like one of the first on Facebook, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube.
Yeah.
Superwog was massive. Shooter Williamson, remember?
Yeah.
And they're still going, and they still got big followings on TikTok and Instagram. It's just like, you just got to adapt and go to the next thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, it fluctuates. Like what Butterfield was saying, like, you know, you have a year you're doing well, but as long as you're just kind of staying consistent. Like I remember after the numbers, and then the backlash from or you know, going to the protests and stuff, I was in a decline. Like my followers were going down. Obviously, when you're speaking to that mass of an audience, and then they might not like some of the shit that you're doing after the fact.
Yeah.
You're going to lose followers. But I mean, we went to America. I've just been consistent with the footy content, league content.
Yeah.
Started a podcast up, and just been been pretty reactive.
Yeah.
And it's like I said, kind of just a gradual kind of following increase. Like I said, Instagram's at 75K. The B team's almost at like 1,500 followers on Instagram, which is good. Growing a little TikTok following as well, 15K. And the own personal TikTok's climbing, and I'm just enjoying it.
Yeah, fuck yeah. How do you find the work rate? Because it seems like you fucking don't stop.
Yeah,
I'm impressed you have a job.
Yeah,
I thought you'd be full-time content.
No, I eventually want to go full-time content. I'm working at a betting agency, doing as a content producer or creative content producer.
Yeah,
and that's anything from like paid ads to organic content.
Yeah.
Before that, I was at doing marketing, and that was for an alcohol company. I was just doing paid ads.
Yeah, man.
In social, and I was doing that while doing the COVID numbers and TikTok and all. So I know it was easier because we're working from home.
Yeah.
In that job, I was working from home, and it was, you know, I had a lot of time to spare. And and was maybe phoning it in that marketing job a bit as you can. But now it's just like juggling work, making content for my own personal page, and then kind of trying to stay fit and stuff like that. But it's consistency. Like if you enjoy doing it, you want to get stuff out. Like I try and aim for one post a day, and then try and tick off everything for work with organic content. Sometimes it can be tough and a bit stressful, but it's fun. And
You ever get sick of your phone?
Hey?
You ever get sick of your phone?
I'm on it fucking heaps.
Yeah,
I'm
same.
on it a lot, which is like, it's not good.
Yeah.
The screen time will be through the roof. I don't look at it. But like even just scrolling through TikTok, it's not as much just the posting. It's like looking at what's hot.
Yeah.
What's the trending topics.
Sounds.
Yeah, just
The
like.
sounds.
I'll get sick of it. I think at the end of the year, I just want to put the phone in a safe and just lie down on a resort for a bit, have the week off. I'd say like Ted Statics does a little recharge here and there. Because I probably don't have to be as consistent as the one a day, but I don't know. I've kind of, it's like a routine. Like I would go into the gym, I got to get a post up.
Yeah.
You know? But yeah, like the times when it's hard is when it's like I'll have to travel for work.
Yeah.
Or just travel to go get content. Like I did the Bulldogs game on a Friday.
Yeah.
Saturday morning, flew out to Melbourne, covered the Collingwood game for work.
Fuck.
And then, trying to get some Melbourne content in there. Flew back Monday night, and it's like trying to navigate. Because I don't plan out specifically like I'll get a post this on Monday, Tuesday. Eventually I want to get to that.
Yeah.
Whereas like I'm still kind of reactive. The only staple that I have is every Wednesday night or Thursday night I'll film a betting segment with my brother Nick.
Yeah.
And we'll get our best bets out for the week. That's you'll get a best bets every week. That's our only staple.
Some of your bets come in at like $1.20.
That's the whole.
I love it.
For the season, we're like, Nick, you do a serious bet. Yeah. Like actual value multi, $4 to $8-7 that he usually backs every week, and then me, I'll just take a piss take one. Like, I'll just like wink odds, like take $1.01 just to add a little comedy to the end of the video. But I mean, it got old pretty quickly. Now I think finals, I've just been taking try scorers.
Yeah. Have you got up?
No, last week I had a shocker. I took Cody Walker. I don't think one try scorer got up, but Nick, since he got back from Greece, went on like a 3-week straight run of his multis, $7-8.
You follow YKTR Sports?
Yeah.
Scope? Like
Scope's
back?
good. He did the try scorer ones where he was like,
it was like 3 weeks in a row and all decent odds.
Yeah, Scope's good. I like listening to Scope. Even Simi, like for those guys, like I don't know if they make a living off the content, but like they've got a good YouTube following.
Yeah.
Like Grouse and a few Reds. And they're just kind of personalities you kind of get into. I love Willie Mason. I think he's one ex-player that I can enjoy listening to, because there's a lot of ex-players that get into it. I mean, Kempy was on that kind of started the podcasting and sports podcasting craze. But I like listening to Willie Mason because it's refreshing, because he doesn't give a fuck.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like he's got to please like KO or Fox, or he's got the take with Willie. Yeah. And he contributes to YKTR. I'd love to interview him one day or do a sketch or something with him. I enjoy listening to him.
Speaking of Simi, would you hop in the ring?
Not with Simi. I mean,
not Simi. We're not calling out Simi.
No, because the cunt's fucking 110 kilos and like, I mean, I'd match up with someone from YKTR. Maybe the guy does a podcast with Jacko or
Luke.
or Ice. I said I'd fight Ice if he's finished discovering himself overseas. Because I want to get in the ring. I mean, like it's something that creators are doing. Jake Paul, Logan Paul's, KSI's, Fusi, all these, TikTokers, Bryce Hall, they all go and do it. No one in Australia is doing it. Credit to Simi.
Yeah.
Did
on short notice.
Did it on short notice too. I think it was a bit hard done by too, because like, if I reckon he had time to prepare for Hodges, he looked like he was in good shape. But I think there's got to be more of it. There's some TikTokers doing it on not a lower level, but just like at a local level, like those amateur kind of fight nights. But like it doesn't even have to be on a no limit, but like a Stan or someone to pick it up, or a big like high profile influencer boxing event. I think it's bound to happen. But yeah, people just got to get around it. In Australia, we're so behind. Like UK, US, it's like even with music and entertainment, it's just like we're still watching The Project.
Yeah,
we still like. And I like Hughesy, but Hughesy's still the go-to talent for radio and stuff like that. It's like, man, there's so many people like you podcasting or on TikTok, and Instagram that are
And how
killing it.
Spanian isn't on TV baffles me because he's the most entertaining character.
Spaniard, have you been watching him in Madrid?
Yeah.
It's fucking hilarious, bro.
He's so funny.
Yeah. Another person I'd love to do something with, like, again, like, even just if it's like
Have you crossed paths yet?
never crossed paths with him. No, like, I've never. I did like a fake interview early on, and it was terribly edited. Like when I first started, that did okay. I did like 60 to 100k reviews on it, but I don't know if you ever saw it. This was when he was like just popping off with the Hood Logic stuff.
Yeah.
But the guy's very entertaining, and he's got his own podcast. He's been on like Friendly Geordies, and he's been on Mark Boris's podcast.
Yeah, it's massive.
Like he's a character, and I enjoy watching him too.
I've seen him around Glebe area when I was in the city. He's fucking huge.
Yeah, he's a big man.
I
wouldn't fight him either. Fuck, I wouldn't think.
So you're not calling out Simi?
No
not
Simi,
calling out
no
Spanian?
I'd like to see them two get in the ring.
Yeah, Simi versus Spanian.
Spanian would be a good matchup. I was saying Isaac Butterfield. He's a bit athletic.
Isn't he like 6'8"?
He's a big boy. I said, he said he'd be up for it if the money's right. Because
who would you get at 6'8"?
I mean, you get Simi. Yeah, Simi's a big man. Like,
yeah, I met him in Byron. He was fucking. I'm 6'4", and he like had me with height. 6'3".
Man, I'm pushing 5'8", so it's got to be someone on the. I wouldn't mind maybe screwing up someone from maths or like Big Brother or something, just trying like.
Nah, aim higher. I reckon. Aim higher. Don't aim for maths contestants.
I think
they're wankers, man.
Me and Olin Tekkers were talking about doing it actually.
Oh, he's a big boy too.
He's a big boy, but game. I think we could square up if he's up for it, but I don't know.
Well, isn't he like 6'2", 6'3"?
Yeah, but he's a soccer player.
Man, those African boys who play football, they're not to fuck around with.
Yeah.
They'll break legs. I reckon, I'm trying to think of who you should square up with. Oh, that you versus Ice would be fucking hilarious.
I would do Ice. He a former rugby league player. I'm sure he's been in a couple scraps in his time. But I don't know. I don't think many people are up for it, man. It's
fucking scary.
Hard. And you got to think, are there any other kind of creators other than people from maths and shit that would be up for it? You know what I mean?
Yeah. What about Blake Pavey?
Pavey's not getting the ring. God bless him. He doesn't have long left as it is.
Will Gibb.
Will Gibb. I'd fight Will Gibb if he's up for it. I don't know how he'd go. I'd like to see him throw a punch, Will, like in the gym.
Yeah.
I like Will Gibb's content. He's pretty funny. He's very funny.
Him and Jackson and Lachlan.
Yeah.
Farm.
Are they going to have a group name? Because they've been making some content together. I saw like their Audis.
Those Farm Brothers blew up back in the day on YouTube.
Did they?
The like tractor content and shit. Yeah, it was ages ago.
Yeah.
And then they got in contact with Will Gibb. He's killed it. Have you seen him live at all?
I haven't watched his stand-up live, but he runs a room in Bondi, I think, or somewhere in and around Bondi.
Yeah.
I've met him once at some Netflix event. He was really nice, and he's a good bloke, man. He's like one of the OG TikTokers, isn't he?
Yeah. He's been around.
Really blew up, and he's got like Spotify podcasts and stuff like that. Like he's killing it.
Have you thought? Are you going to go to the Yisra boxing?
The Yisra boxing night? I don't know. No, I don't.
I've seen a photo of you with Johnny Malacca and Yisra at the car dealership.
Yeah, that was coming off the back of like, because Malacca's he's one of the goats.
Yeah, he's fucking of the Facebook goats. Funny man.
And Yisra really took off at one stage there with the 2200. So it was like funny us all get in a room together and we shot like a really like just did a TikTok together. But they're characters. I mean, Yisra, credit to her, getting in the ring.
Yeah,
hard to do.
Who's she fighting? Does anyone know?
I don't know, some Persian chick.
Oh yeah, Persian Angel or some shit. Yeah.
Yeah, another TikToker. But yeah,
she's Parramatta. And double O. What's that again?
2200. Bankstown. Yeah,
right.
But I don't know. They have a knack for sticking around the live guys. The Mons, the Yisras, the Castros.
I've never got into it.
Yeah,
I don't know how people find them entertaining. You should fight Humdinger.
Would Humding fight?
Yeah, Humding can box. That's how he blew up on TikTok.
He's
in the back streets of Glebe. Him just having a scrap.
Street fighting. Then I'd have my work cut out for. He'd probably fucking knock me out. But yeah, I'd do it if Humding. I've spoken with Humding. We get on. When I went to go do Humding. Origin in Brisbane, we were at the Treasury, which is the casino there.
Yeah.
And we bumped into each other and we had a bit of a laugh. because a few of the players were floating around there.
Yeah.
And he's exactly the same how he is on TikTok.
Yeah.
Exactly the same. But yeah, that'd be a good one.
Yeah.
Humding's a ledge. You should get him on.
So Humding versus John Bernard. I'd get front row seats. I'd splash it.
Yeah,
I'd splash the cash.
I'd do it.
That'd be fucking hilarious. What was I going to say before? We're going to have to edit this out. Oh, yeah. Have you got any 50-50 moments, like iffy moments when you're doing those interviews or anything like that, where like someone's almost like got violent or something?
Someone's could have gone the wrong way. No, not really. Not me. Because I think my demeanor is just like, taking the piss. And now, like early on, it was like you'd have to go up and ask people, do you want to be in just a quick interview? Oh, yeah, I'll do it. Now it's like people will come up, especially if I'm out. It's like, oh, where's the microphone?
Yeah.
You know, can I do it? Let's do an interview. The one time we're at Flamingos Club in King's Cross.
Yeah.
Home of Lebos and tatted up designer wearing.
It's like the new marquee, hey?
It is. It's essentially like, marquee on steroids. And we were there filming some content. We were doing like a tour thing or something like that. And we sorted it out with the venue. And every now and then, there's always police at this venue. Whether there's a fight, alcohol, Lebos, ethnics, there's always going to be a fight.
Yeah.
Like the staff will tell you that there's always police there sometimes. But every time we're there, the glass door that separates like the dance floor area and the outdoor area breaks.
Really?
Either someone getting pushed into it, someone's like fucking, there's a
ripping
scuffle.
the handle off,
Glass shatters.
Yeah.
And the people that replace this door just must have it on like
a
repeat order. Anyway.
Free money.
Yeah, one time the glass broke there. My brother was there. I was like filming some content there. And we were just going to do a quick thing in front of the glass door.
Yeah.
While there was like a fight going on in the back. And like, as we're doing it, the guy that's fighting starts to G up. I don't think he wants to be on camera or anything. He's like, fucking stop, like turn it off. Stop carrying on. And Nick's just like, oh, settle down, mate. Fucking relax. We're just getting the glass and stuff like that. So that was probably the only close call. Other than that, 50-50 calls are like, is this post going to get me cancelled? Like,
yeah, but I don't think you're at cancelable level anymore.
Yeah, no, I mean, like, depends what topics you go, because I've had a couple of videos that it's like you get backlash for. I mean, and then obviously the protest.
Yeah.
You got backlash for that, but it's like I'll more bounce it off a few people, like, is this worth posting?
Yeah.
And they'll be like, look, it's edgy. You probably don't need to post it.
Yeah.
But like I said, the only thing that you don't want to get cancelled for is because brands don't want to work with you. Yeah. And it's not like, like I'm lucky I got a full-time job. Yeah. And I don't really care about, I want to get a brand deal here or a brand deal. It's like, it's more so like, you know, KO won't want to work with you. Yeah. Or like, and I want to get into sports and stuff like that. But it's like, at the end of the day, you're a comedian. I'm just making funny videos online. You can't take everything seriously. So I generally do put everything up. And if someone tells me, that's a bit edgy, you don't need to put up, I'm like, what's the harm? It's a video. People are going to forget about it in a week. Yeah. You know what I mean? So, but I think you're right. Like, I can't really cancel for what?
Yeah, you know Sunny V2 is the Aussie guy who does like those mini docos on YouTube? Yeah. He's always said from everything he's learned from doing these docos, the worst thing you can do if you're getting cancelled for something that's just your opinion or take is apologise. Yeah, I'll never apologise. Yeah, obviously if you do something fucked up, that's everyone thinks it's fucked up. Yeah, but like when it's just an opinion or take.
Well, but for a joke, you know, like there's comedians that get smashed for jokes. Yeah. Nicky Osborne's one.
Butterfield's fucking copped it for years.
Butterfield cops it for real edgy jokes. And it's like, mate, they're comedians. Like, Chappelle's got Netflix specials taking the piss, like taking it far. Yeah. With like LGBT, you know, like. Yeah. It's their profession at the end of the day.
You know what I mean? Copped heat over that Netflix
for
shit,
the trans stuff and stuff like that. But it's like, man, it's comedians. And like, if you're getting offended over a joke, you know, and even brands suck. Yeah. Brands, whether like they want to get you to do something and then you provide something or you provide them with an idea. It's like, we like this, but can you take this out? Yeah. And we can't say this. It's like, then it's just not funny. Yeah. Then let's just not do it. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, that's where it's at with like 50-50 stuff. Yeah. But I agree. Never apologize. Like for a take or for a joke that got misinterpreted or someone's taken offense to us, like, I'll learn from it. Thank you. That's it. Yeah. I just, every time you see someone apologize for like a joke, like Butterfield has a fucked up joke with people from across the ditch.
Yeah.
New Zealanders? Is it New Zealand one?
Yeah, do you know which one
I saw that one.
I'm not going to mention it.
He advertises it, but like it's like, this is how far my show gets. Come to see it if you want. And it's a funny joke.
Yeah.
It is. It's fun and it's funny. But it's like, if you know going in, this guy's job is to make jokes.
Yeah, yeah.
And you're making light of a terrible situation in a funny way.
Yeah,
I don't see the harm. Like,
yeah, and it's not even people that are involved in like that. We're in that city that are getting offended or whatever. It's like people thinking those people would get offended.
Yeah, exactly right. Have you seen those videos online where it's like a guy would dress up as a Mexican?
Or an Asian.
Yeah, and he'll go to San Francisco or like a real white area and be like, do you think this is offensive? And I'm like, yes, this is racist. And And he'll go to a Mexican or a Chinese area and they're like, we love this. Like, great, this is a great attire. They're not offended.
Yeah, it's embracing their culture.
Cultural appropriation, it's like, that's stupid. Like, to be offended by it.
Yeah.
And then also just like the whole cancel culture. It's like, I think everyone's moving past it because everyone's sick of just like, who's policing this shit anyway? No one's even watching the news or television anymore anyway. So it's like, well, I'm not going to go on, The Amazing Race or fucking The Bachelor. I don't care. Fucking.
Would you go on one of them?
I don't know.
I'd love to see you on maths.
I don't know if I could go on maths being a proud Maronite Lebanese man. I don't think the family would allow it, or a bachelor or something like that. But I don't know, The Amazing Race or something along like a Survivor or something.
You and your brother in Amazing Race would be good.
Yeah, something like that.
They did like global ones now. Hey.
Yeah, I think Bo Ryan was in Greece the other day. He gets paid a fair bit to host those shows. He's on a good wicket, Bo.
Right. All from the Footy Show. And if you look at what he said when he was on the Footy Show, his jokes, they were fucked up jokes. Like
when you look back and turn back the clock. Someone will come back and cancel him.
Oh, they've tried.
They eat their own, like Chris Lilly.
Yeah.
Chris Lilly's done and dusted. I mean, like, again, shouldn't be cancelled.
Yeah.
Like, remember Robert Downey Jr. in Tropic Thunder did?
Yeah.
Like, at the end of the day, it's just comedy. And yes, it was you can say it was in bad taste, but at the time, no one really cared or batted an eye. Like, So I don't know.
Jonah, what was it?
Jonah from Tonga. S. Mouse, he did.
Yeah, fuck.
Some
characters
but
back then.
There were some funny shows, man. Like Summer Heights High. Yeah.
Who's your comedic inspiration?
Like I said, I love Pat McAfee.
Yeah.
Former player. And he did stand up as well, but he hosts his own show and he's funny. He's very funny.
Yeah.
I like Chappelle. I just think he's extremely clever. I like Bill Burr as well. I think he's got a lot of funny stuff. But those comedians that aren't just like full-blown stand-ups, but they do entertainment and other stuff, like Ricky Gervais. I love the UK Office, and I love
UK Office over American.
I haven't really watched the full American.
Oh, fuck. Steve Carell is worth his weight in gold.
Yeah, no, he is good. I love Carell.
And the guy who does Dwight Schrute kills it. Yeah,
but I've watched all the UK Office, and I love that. But like Ricky can go from doing The Office or doing extras, his show, but then doing stand up or doing the monologue for the Golden Globes and rip into everyone. I love Ricky Gervais. Yeah, he's good.
Speaking of UK comedians, have you seen how well they do on TikTok? Like Jack Joseph's,
he's hilarious.
Who's the tall light skinned guy?
Yeah, Cole.
Yes, Cole.
Cole.
And there's a few others as well.
I think so, yeah.
And who's the other ones involved in the UK? Oh, no, they have Ollie Ball and Jacob Scranett. Yeah, you guys should do that. You will give in some of the other comedians.
Yeah, we've been talking about...
You will give in Spaniard doing a skit would be the fucking funniest thing of all time.
Yeah, it's hard to line everyone up. I've been speaking to Shaq TV.
Yeah.
And he's all game for doing like a group type thing because like there's Swag on the Beat, who I just came across real recently. Like, they've really blown up. Inspired Unemployed's been around for a bit. But it's like, I think groups is the way to go. Because look at, like, overseas, you got Sidemen.
Yeah.
You got Logan Paul's crew.
Yeah.
There's like I said, we're always behind. Like, we need something like that here. But like I said, all the alternatives, like, let's just go let's just go to America and be the Aussies over there. Because I feel like in America, they're less sensitive.
Yeah.
You got your Nelk boys who don't give a fuck and make prank content and get Trump on their podcasts and get Andrew Tate on there. You know what I mean?
That
And
Andrew Tate thing, I was 2 days in front of him. I was in Split 2 days before they landed.
no way.
And my mates went on the sail, and they were most probably in and around Havar the same time they were with Andrew Tate.
It would be mad to bump into
Oh,
them.
fuck. They bumped into heaps of Aussies.
Yeah?
There was fucking Aussies everywhere in Croatia.
Yeah,
And
it's the time to go July. It just becomes...
Ultra was on.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it
right.
was fucking unreal. But yeah, they like everyone. They had all these Aussies on, and I asked the boys if they seen it, like Top G and whatnot, but they didn't see him. But that would have been like that would be a fucking
I'd like
funny
to
crew.
bump in the Top G. I want to know who the first Australian is going to be to interview the Top G. No one's done it yet.
I reckon Spaniard.
That'd be either Spaniard or Butterfield. Butterfield's done some content on him.
Yeah, Butterfield. Yeah, Butterfield. I don't even.
I'd
know
love to
who
do
else.
it. I'd fly to Romania.
You're up there,
I'd fly to Romania and do it
Yeah,
if it would be up for us. How do you get in contact with the bloke? You know what I mean? It's
Hustlers.
like Hustlers University through
Yeah.
Tristan. Sneeko now is this other guy that's on there.
Sneako's been for ages, but I remember watching him. He used to try and expose Mr. Beast because he worked for him.
Okay,
Yeah, he was like one of Mr. Beast's
He's one of his
first-
employees.
Yeah.
Now he's taken off a fair bit.
Yeah, and then he did the 1 minute podcast. So he's in the train station. He just interviews people for like 1 minute. Huh?
Yeah, he's been on recent Fresh and Fit. But yeah, I mean, then there's so much going on, and I feel like I said, the Australia, we're so behind. We
Yeah.
still value TV as the ultimate goal of entertainment. Whereas, like, look at what people are doing overseas.
Yeah.
The KSIs, the Logan Pauls. I don't know. I kind of want to get in and around that kind of scene in, like, you know, your Nelk boys, your Bradley Martins over there.
Yeah.
Because it seems like it's so much. It's more fun. It's more lenient. You don't have to worry about getting cancelled. Like, imagine doing the political stuff that we did here with the elections over in America. Like, imagine how much crazy it would be. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
and just you're talking to so many more people. But I think that's the ultimate goal, is to end up there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That would be mad. So what, you really want to base yourself out there?
Just try it. Like, not even base myself. Just like do 6 months or a year there.
Yeah.
Cover the NFL. Cover the NBA.
You a big fan of their sports?
Yeah, I love the NFL. My
Yeah.
brother's big on the NFL. Like, we caught 2 games while we were over there. Caught Tom Brady. We thought we were watching his last game, or last touchdown winning drive. But I mean, he came out of retirement. We watched him play the Jets. We went to Dallas Cowboys game. Caught some NBA game. Like, we're big sports fans. Like I said, big punters. Like, we're in Vegas. Played a lot of poker at the Bellagio, and like, it just to imagine doing that, but capturing content the whole time.
Yeah.
And just, it'd be fun.
Does the content ever stop? Because I notice sometimes you're on nights out and you're filming stuff as well. Like the consent thing, like when you're...
Yeah, but that was just like, I was at a Bucks party for my cousin down the road from establishment, and we had that idea to do, but like how everyone's commenting on it, because when something comes up, like a newsworthy thing, whether it's marquee closing or no staring at a Darlinghurst nightclub, it's like everyone will jump on it on TikTok straight away. Green screen background, talk about it. It's like, how can we put a bit of a spin on it?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And like, I was bouncing that idea off the boys, and then we were out. I brought the mic with me.
Yeah.
And I mic'd myself up. I'm like, okay, let's go to establishment. Let's go to a club and just quickly do it.
Yeah.
And just see what the reaction is. But it's not like I'm doing that all the time. Like, sometimes we'll just go out, just have a night out. Like, I said, go to a Bucks party, go watch the footy. Sometimes I go to the footy, won't bring the mic. But like, if I go to a Dogs game and I want to get content for the weekend, I'll go interview some fans. But yeah, I'm not bringing it out all the time. It does stop, but as long as I kind of can maintain that one post a day.
Yeah, fuck yeah. Yeah, I was just looking at it, and you don't have permission to stare at you. I was
A lot of people were weirded out, like, and rightly so. No one fucking asked that. But it's like, is that where we want to get to? You know what I mean? Like, asking chicks if we can, you may as well just wear sunnies.
Yeah, fuck. So we got a time slot, so we got to wrap it up, but I got to just change the pace a bit. So I've picked up that you're in your mid to late 20s, hey?
Yeah, 25.
Yeah. What would you tell your 21-year-old self?
21-year-old self is just, I think I said it a couple of times, just like consistency. Like, even playing footy when I was playing 20s, I wanted to make it.
Yeah.
But I don't think I had the commitment that I did now that I apply to content.
Yeah.
Of like consistency and trying to come up with ideas all the time, and you know, if I applied that mindset of like, all I want to do is play footy, sleep right, eat well, you know, do fitness. You know, it's one thing I was never good on. I probably got into shape, but I didn't have the legs. Like, I probably got too heavy and couldn't play more than 40 minutes. It's like maybe I would have devoted more time to fitness. So if you actually want to do something, and Denton Kemp, I watched his podcast with James Graham, the buy round. And he said something along the lines of like, I could achieve anything. If I wanted to be a neurosurgeon,
he's like,
I could be a neurosurgeon.
Yeah.
You know, if I applied myself, like I said, I taught myself how to edit. I taught myself how to use a green screen. You know, and just like the daily consistency is something that you're just going to get better at it. Like even just doing a podcast, it's like most podcasts, they say will fail or don't exceed 20 episodes because you grow thick or you see it's not going to grow. There's no growth. But it's like you just got to be consistent with it. You're not going to see things happen overnight. And, you know, like a podcast could take 3 years to blow up. Look at Helos Sport. Look at, look at Kemp.
They are hilarious, man.
So it's like, it could take I tell my 21 self, it could take a year, it could take 5 years.
Yeah.
But just like, if you want to do it, put your head down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And well, what would your advice be to someone 16, 17? It's a bit of a difference in age gap.
Yeah, I can slowly figure out what you want to do. Like, and this is coming from someone I don't even know what I want to do. Like, I'm still got my finger in a few things, whether it's like TikTok, work, entertainment. But I like, what drove me into doing content and like pursuing trying to be a comedian and acting and stuff was growing up. I would think of like things I've done to go, okay, maybe I wanted to get into that. Like I remember doing a talent show in year 3 or like doing drama at school with a few of the rugby boys, taking the piss, having a laugh, but also doing some funny shit. Trying to be a clown and shit, like you know, the class clown or whatever. And that kind of drove me. So I think you kind of know what you want to get into, and it's just like you got to push, like rip the Band-Aid off and get into it.
Yeah, fuck yeah. So that wraps up another episode. John Bernard on TikTok.
Yeah, John Bernard K.
Shout
TikTok,
out everything.
Instagram.
I won't remember everything.
And,
shout out everything you got.
The JBK show on YouTube is slowly climbing.
Yeah, B Team as well.
But yeah, the B Team podcast as well. Yeah. We talk rugby league, sport, everything like that. But yeah, no, mate, thanks for having me on. I love your guys' stuff.
Yeah, thank
Keep
you
at it,
very
mate. The consistency. I mean, I've been seeing you in the FYP.
Yeah.
It's working.
I'm trying, man. I'm trying. It's slow grind, but you just got to keep to it.
It's good, man.
You got to keep to it. As always, like, comment, subscribe, follow on Instagram, TikTok, all the good stuff. Thanks for hopping on, John.
No, thanks, mate.
Really appreciate it.